truth. When we tell lies, deceive others, or attempt to deceive ourselves by hiding something we do, just straight up lying about it, making stuff up, any types of lies, the person that hurts the absolute most is yourself. That's the thing we have to realize. So often when we do things, we think they're for ourselves. Well, let's take the reason why you would ever lie. You lie to possibly get out of something we've done. We lie, we say we haven't done that. So we lie to escape suffering. We lie to make ourselves seem better. We might lie about how much money we have, lie about how good our grades are. We can lie about just about anything, to be honest. And in any of these cases, it's either to run away from suffering, run away from who we are, in the case that we don't like who we are. It's, no matter why we lie, I'm going to say there are probably a few, like white lies you can probably get away with, but like generally when we lie, it's affecting us more than anything. So what I've figured out is that when we lie, this is us. I'm not going to call it a soul because that has a lot of connotations and it's hard to believe in something like that when you haven't experienced it. But we'll call it our ego for now. So what the ego is essentially is, it's just the collection of traits that this consciousness has attached itself to being. While ego gets a bad rap, but it's a necessary tool for us to exist. It's for safety, really. But the thing is, we can get too attached. So what happens is, call it your ego, call it your... I should mention the ego and the soul are very different things. Anyway, I'm getting a bit far off track. The reason lying is bad for you is because when you lie, you take a part of yourself, say this is you, and you pick off a little bit. You say, this bit right here, I'm ashamed of having this bit, so I'm just not going to tell people about it. I'm going to hide it. And so that 5-10% of us is buried away within us deeply, and we never tell anyone about it. Now, the thing that's really harmful about this is because we do it so... we don't even really question why we do it, to be honest. Generally, I didn't question it for a long time until I was put in a situation where I had to question it because life made me do it, you know. But when we do something like that and we put part of ourselves in this place where no one ever gets to see it, we devoid that piece of ourselves from love and acceptance. And acceptance is one of the biggest things for... like, we need it. We need it real bad. We need it super bad. And I've got theories, man, that so many of the things humans do are deeply rooted in just wanting to be accepted. And it's understandable. It really is. I feel it a lot. But yeah, a lot of what we do is rooted in just wanting to be accepted. And when we lie to others, deceive others, even trying to deceive ourselves, we put that part of ourselves in a place where no one ever gets to see it, but it stays there. In fact, it grows the longer we leave it. The longer we ignore it, it grows as part of ourselves that we become not even to accept. And when you've got part of yourself that you can't even accept, then that's a real problem, and it needs to be I'd say that's at your forefront of ascending, is getting that looked into. Because yeah, when you split part of yourself off and you hide it for so long, it hurts, because we need to be accepted, we need to be loved, and to have part of yourself just never get that, it feels and we all feel it. It's just so often that we're not we're not wise enough to really notice even the bodily feelings, what we're feeling, like pains, aches. It can be a lot to do with the interior. So yeah, the reason you shouldn't lie is actually for yourself. Each time you're lying, you're digging yourself deeper into a hole. And even think about it, when lying is not a natural process, and this is a really good point right here. Think about whenever you've lied. You have to actively do it. You have to, okay, I'm gonna look over here and I'm gonna look her in the eyes, and then I'm gonna scratch myself, because you have to try to lie. You have to convince someone that you're telling the truth. But when you tell the truth, it's just like, it's the normal state of being is telling the truth. Huh. Like, that is a profound statement right there. We don't have to try to tell the truth. The truth is the basic form of communication that humans gone. The truth. Huh. Like, that's mind-blowing right there. Just take that into account. The more you try not to lie, the more you come to accept yourself. And accepting yourself it's very hard. It's probably one of the hardest things you can ever do, because accepting other people is really hard as well. Accepting anything when we've grown up for so long, trying to have control over the world we're in is very hard, but it's what eventually we're all going to have to realize is necessary. And God, when you don't lie, when you have no agenda to try and make yourself seem better or hide part of yourself, man, human relationships just in general get a lot easier, and a lot, people can tell when you're lying. That having to put on for the lie, you may be able to pull it off, but internally they'll know. Something will say something's off, because human beings are impeccable creations. Really, there's lie detectors inside of us, but the thing is, and if you're into Jung, you'll get this a bit more. You've got the self underneath, under which the ego plays, and the consciousness within that. And this is lying. But we've got this self underneath us, and it knows everything. It knows whether you're lying, and we all share this self. So people are gonna know eventually when you're lying, and having someone find out your lies, well, that's even worse than. You want to try not to lie. You want to try and eliminate all your lies before your lies are found out, because goddamn, when your lies are found out, that tears your life apart for sure. For sure, man. I'm gonna leave it there, but yeah, the point is, within ourselves, when we lie, we descend apart from the truth, and we literally separate part of ourselves as what we acknowledge to be real and valid, and we put it to the side. And that stays within us. It doesn't just disappear. It stays within us. And it's poisonous. It's toxic. And it hurts us more than anything. So that's the message of this video. I'm going to be back for daily videos from now on until whenever the fuck. Because I'm on a mission to spread some wisdom. Alright. Praise God.